Next week, Spanish students will fly over to Spain for an enriching week of cultural immersion. PTV wishes them good luck or buena suerte.
Spring break begins next week, so be sure to play hard, get some fresh air, and keep yourself out of hot ones.
The Phoenix Choir once again sang their hearts out in their concert this Tuesday. Good job to all singers, and we hope to hear more from these talented students.
Do you have math skills with technology? If so, then the following contest is just for you. Students interested in creating the designs for the Big Six posters need to see Mrs. Borna in the secondary library for the contest details. All submissions will be due on Friday, April 2nd. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of PTV. I'm Senior JaeHyun.
And I'm Senior Yusun.
Today we start off with yet another accomplishment by our MUN students.
Yes, these talented students flew over to China for the annual Beijing conference. Here's Yusun with the story.
I'm currently in Beijing, China, where the 17th annual Beijing is taking place. On March 11th, KIS MUN delegates, along with their 3 advisors, traveled to China for a prestigious conference. The KIS delegates impressed students from other countries as they delivered their eloquent speeches about contemporary world issues.
Namely Clause 6. Clause 6 is...
Not only that, but the students were given the opportunity to visit Greenpeace International, located in Beijing. Moreover, to conclude their trip, the students took their last few hours in Beijing to step into China's past as they visited the Temple of Heaven, where they could overlook the city. The 17th annual Beijing was a great learning experience for all the KIS delegates who participated, and after this year's achievement, we're sure to look forward to the next one.
Wow, looks like it was a great conference.
Indeed, and the students also had a lot of fun.
Now we move on to the showcase of KIS's finest talents in sports. Here's Senior Jun Lee and Junior Sejun Peck with the story.
Hello, this is Phoenix Sports, bringing coverage of all the latest sports news in KIS. This last week, girls soccer went to DOS and TCIS for a competitive game, but came home with an unfortunate loss. For TCIS, the score was 0-5, and for DOS, the game ended with a 0-9. Marie Kim, sophomore, highlighted the SFS home game with a great defense strategy. In boys soccer, boys took victory in the away game at DOS 2-1. Jason Cho's sweeper was especially solid at the back. In TCIS, they lost 3-1, but fought hard to earn a valuable goal that proved the team that they could score. Lastly, for the SFS home game, both teams came short, and the coaches gave the players a word of advice, saying that this should be a lesson learned. So this was all for Phoenix Sports. Back to you, Yusun and JaeHyun.
That was Jun Lee and Sejun Peck with sports. Speaking of achievement, our next piece sheds some spotlight on some KIS students who go above and beyond.
Diana and Jung, superstars on the girls' varsity soccer team, shine not as players, but as managers.
Being a manager of the girls' soccer team is really exciting because we interact a lot with the teammates.
I think the most important role that Diana and I play as manager is after a game when the team is pretty let down because of their score, even though I think they'll do a good job eventually. We're always there to cheer them on.
Well, first of all, they get our stuff together before and after practices. Plus, they provide us with snacks such as bananas and water.
Though they may not have a position on the field, the managers are just as much a part of the team as all the players.
What a wonderful group of helpful individuals.
Indeed, our school would not be the same without them.
Well, that's it for this week's PTV. Hope everyone has a wonderful spring break.
And a note to all those aspiring ADJ students, if you're interested in joining our crew next year, be sure to fill out an application on the Phoenix Plume website.
Until then, tune in to PTV every Friday morning.
And the Phoenix will see you
next week. And now here's Lauren and Albert with the weather.
Hello, I'm Laura Lee here to bring you the upcoming weather news. Let's take a look at this week's weather. First of all, today I hope you brought your umbrellas because there's a high chance for rain this afternoon. Today started out cold at -3 degrees in the morning, but the afternoon will be warm at 8 degrees.
Tomorrow is also likely rain, but with a warmer temperature during the day ranging from 6 to 9 degrees Celsius. The day after tomorrow on Sunday, the rainy clouds would have moved away, but the cold is back once again. It will be a slightly cloudy day with a colder temperature than usual, ranging from 0 up to 6 degrees during the afternoon. Last but not least, on Monday, the first day of our spring break, the weather forecast shows that it might snow or rain a little due to the cold winds and the clouds covering the sky. The temperature will be hotter than Sunday, but it will still be a bit chilly, starting at 1 degrees in the morning. So now that you have the weather forecast, I hope you have a great spring break. We'll see you next week.
All this was a false rumor spread by Mr. Spivey's contemporary world issue students for only 3 days. Media isn't just newspapers, TV, or the internet. We are our own media with the power of Facebook, Skype, and MSN. So always question and be aware of the credibility of information, because media is closer than you think.